Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Craft the World. And on this episode, we're going to be continuing where we left off. Now, on this episode, there's a few things I wanted to do. One of them is to put the elevator down. A lot of you guys were letting me know that you think there's enough room at the top for it to reach the bottom. I think I counted them last time, and it didn't seem like that was the case. But we'll definitely give it a shot. It should, at the very least, reach down to here because it's a little bit higher up, and so we can put one right here. Should get down. That might be perfect. It's gonna be better than nothing, but we're gonna try it out. Now what I'm gonna do is actually bring my guys up here with a portal. It's gonna help them get up here a little quicker, and they do got a little bit of stuff to clear out of the way. Now I do actually still have to destroy this block right here, which I can actually do myself. I can take this guy over, take control out of him, and we're gonna chop this thing down. Actually, we can leave that block there. Let's just take this thing down. And let's see, do I have the elevator? Yes, I do. Can I put it down? Nice. So this is gonna let me build it a little quicker, and I'll get to see if it's actually gonna work. Let's go ahead and release this guy. Let him go back to work. Let him do his thing. Let's grab this little plant right here, and the reason I'm doing that is so that the water will drain right there. It's the reason I put this here in the first place, and I put the second one there as well. But I think that's gonna work out. Now let's see if we zoom down. Actually, they're not taking the elevator, which lets me know that that portal is still closer. Yeah, it doesn't quite get here. It's a few more off the ground, which is not all bad. It really isn't, but not exactly where I want it. And if this one can't get to the bottom, then none of these over here are definitely going to be able to get there, because they're even higher up off the ground than the other ones were. I can put one up here on the top, and it could get to the ladder, and that could be an easier way for it to get to some of those areas. But yeah, I think I'll just wait on that, to be honest. I want to see if anybody ever uses this though. If I built a ladder up to this, they would. What if I put that there? That might let them do it. Maybe. If they felt like there was something up there worth getting. But right now, I think they have a lot of other tasks to do. They were getting a lot of mithril, so let's go in here and see if my mithril is done. Got 15 of them. I guess that's a lot, right? I mean, got 21 right there. Let's do that many right there. Let's see, what kind of armor do we need? Let's go into our equipment real quick. Okay, so he has a full suit, a full set of mithril other than his axe and his pickaxe. So I think he's fine for right now. I don't think he really needs any more upgrades. He still needs a breastplate and a helmet. Desperately needs a helmet. So let's do at least one helmet, 2 helmets, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 helmets at least for all of our guys. And that's going to be the cheapest part to do, I believe. Let's see, how many do we need for these? 3. Jeez. Okay, well, we can do 5. It's a good start. It's not fantastic, but it's a good start. And it's going to be an improvement, because most of my guys are using Chitin helmets, as you guys just saw. That's 7 armor. Whereas the mithril, I believe, is it's 20. I thought it was 15, but 20 is even better. That's crazy. So that's going to be a nice little improvement for him. And the reason I ran out is I just ran out of gold. So I can make a few more of these while we're here. Don't want to make too many. I want to keep a little bit of gold in reserve just in case I actually need the raw ore itself. The same thing I was doing with the mithril. I want to keep a little bit of that in reserve just in case I need that. Let's see. I believe a few of them needed an upgrade to their weapons, right? To the pistols that they were using. High-powered rifle, because I think you have the best. You have the best as well. You as well. One of these guys didn't. Maybe it was because I switched them out with the bows. I think that's what I did. I switched them out with the bows. And I'm fine with leaving the bows on them for now. To be honest, I think that's going to be a nice little, having everybody in there, a little mix of everything. So they're doing pretty good. Now, I do need to make a little bit more beer because, I've been out for a while. And let's see, do we have any more wood? We do have enough to make 10. Yeah, that's going to be plenty of beer. That's going to be more beer than we know what to do with. There we go. And of course, that's not really true, because you can never have enough beer. Your guys always know what to do with it, and it's drinking it. Now we have 8 minutes until the next wave, which will leave us some time to kind of mess around with our base and do some designing. Now there is a little bit left in our our tech tree that we still need to discover. It's just one or two more things. Yeah, and they're actually like the entire row still needs to be discovered. So let's see. We can do portraits. I think the portraits will be kind of cool because there's several you can get out of that. Cuckoo clock makes noise, and the pendulum clock makes noise. So those are kind of cool to get. The cage bird, as far as I'm aware, doesn't make any noise whatsoever. But we have all the pieces to it, so let's go ahead and make at least a couple of those. There's a lot of iron though, a lot of iron ore. Let's double click that one. Wood, actually planks. We do have a fair bit of those, so we can make, let's do 2 of those. That's going to get us along quite well. Let's see, what about portraits? Paper. Do we have what we need for paper? This would be the first time we've actually made paper. So that's, yeah, that's actually happening now, guys. That's crazy. Why did I wait so long to make paper? I guess I just didn't really need it for anything. So let's do a 15. 15 paper should be good, because I'll probably have to use it for the other portraits as well. So I'll probably need more than 15, but I think 15 is good to start with. Let's put these in here. Nails. Nails I'm going to have to make a few more of. And dyes. Where are dyes? Oh, yeah. 1 dye? Seriously? Yeah, okay. So let's make some more dyes. We do have the material for that. We'll make 6 of them for the other paintings as well. And we'll make a few more nails. And we'll just keep it... No, we're going to make a few more of these paintings. I want to make at least 3 of these things. We'll go with 4 for now. That way when you put them down, you get to see all the different ones that they have, because they may have, you know, quite a few, sometimes even more than 5. I know with one of the tiles for the background, there was a lot of different shades that it had, which, you know, was cool, but at the same time, I didn't myself really care for a lot of them, so I didn't really do anything other than like the base one that it kind of came with. A lot of wood on this one. We may have to go looking for some more wood here pretty soon. Let's do double there. We got some iron ore. Thankfully, we just found a nice large chunk. I don't think that was iron. Was it iron right there? Silver. Okay, well, we have tons of silver. We can I'd rather use the silver than the iron, to be honest, because I'm not running out of that anytime soon. Cuckoo clock. I do want to do some of that, and that uses silver and iron again. So let's do that. Let's see. Iron right here. Again, I'm running out of iron, man. Never can have enough of that. And wood I'm running out as well. So let's do 5 of those. And as soon as those are done being made, I'll be able to put a whole bunch of those things down and just check that stuff out. Now, I do need to come in here and craft some more of these. Actually, I have quite a few already. I just need to put them down. Let's make a few more just in case. 8 should be good. Okay, now let's start putting these things down. I don't need to put them down over next to my base. Actually, I want to put them down over here. I want them to be damaged by the time they get over here, not dead. And the reason behind that is I want my guys to build up their skill. And the best way for them to build up their skill is to have the enemies come over here with just like 1 or 2 hit points and then get destroyed. You know, like that's something I actually hope at some point I can manage to figure out what the best method is for that. I'm gonna put some up here because if they get up here on the top, I definitely need all the help I can get. I also want my guys to come over here and kill these guys because they're taking up cages. Now, at some point, what I really should do is just cover this entire area with nothing but cages. Every single guy who comes down here would literally get trapped to a certain point. And that might be a cool thing to do, but it's going to also limit what my guys are able to attack. You know, because as they get trapped in here, the ones that don't get trapped will come in and you know, they're just, I don't know, it's just going to be something like I have to clear up after the fact, and it's going to make the waves a little bit less pressing, and because of that, it's also going to make it where, I don't know, there's less excitement to the wave. Like, I like coming in here, even as much as I might complain at times about how difficult the wave is, I like coming in here and just, like, really being challenged with the wave just kicking my butt. You know, like, that's a thing for me. So I really don't really want to change that too much. But at the same time, I kind of do want to get it to a point where you don't have to worry about it as much for those of you who are kind of wondering how to do that. So, I don't know. It's kind of like a toss-up. It's kind of hard to describe, you know, which method might be best for you on that in that sense. Let's see. We're going to put these things down. I guess we're going to move the elevators for now. What else do we have in here we can put down? We have some glass cabinets now. We don't want to use those. We got some sofas, Yeah, definitely put some sofas down. We should have done that a long time ago. And lights. Lights, I do want to come in here and change up as well. These right here. These are really, really amazing because they add comfort. Whereas the other torches, they don't add anything. You know, they add light, but no comfort. So we're going to actually make quite a few of these. Let's see, how much oil do we have? So we need to make more of that. We also need to get some more wood because we're really, really low on that. But we're going to make, yeah, we're going to make all of those. And let's see, we're actually going to replace the torches for now. I mean, I need those when we're down there in the basements and stuff, but for now, we're going to get rid of those torches. And we're going to get rid of all the torches in here, actually. Yeah, let's go ahead and start removing these torches here. And, you know, it's going to add a really cool look to it, but mainly the comfort. If you come over here, you can see what it is right now. It's 65%. And that's just with the bare minimum of what I have in here. It's not really that fantastic. I haven't really done too much with this area, to be honest. It really should have more work put into it. But we've been so busy just trying to stay alive. This is one of the first times that, you know, we've gotten to the point where we can actually take a moment and just be like, oh, how exactly do we want this to look? So we're going to put these every so often in here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, finally we got that one. So we can actually move on to the next one. Let's see. No, that's a little too close right there. Should be good. Over here, how are we going to do this? We're going to do it exact same spots, I think, where the other ones are, right above the plants, which is going to be cool. What about right... I might have to move this bed. The bed doesn't really look like it fits here. This is weird. Like, maybe he's working late. Maybe that's what I was thinking. The guy would be working late one night and be like, you know what, I'm just going to take a nap. But you can't really specify where they should sleep. So there's no guarantee that the woodworker this is his bed. Like, this guy may be the metal worker way down there on the bottom. So I think I'm going to have to move them over here and just make this the quarters where they sleep. Maybe add a ladder every so often where they can come in. I think might be kind of cool. Let's get rid of this torch here. And this is going to be nice. This means I'm going to have a lot more torches on my hands here in a little while. And I could always use more torches, to be honest, guys. I always need more. I never have enough of those things. And I always forget to make more. So that's going to be a thing where I'm going to be very, very thankful for all these torches coming back into my inventory. Let's get rid of all of these as well. And remember, be very, very quick when you're putting these things down, because it only takes a few seconds for those, grass, those little weeds to kind of grow in here and get really just all over the place. And it slows it down. It really does, because you got to come in here and chop it. And yeah, it's just one of those things that if you can avoid it, definitely try to, at least a little bit. And we got a little bit of porridge, so we should put a couple of these things down, and each one of these, actually, that's pretty much it. That thing's completely filled up. So let's put the beer down, because the more beer you put down, the more food they're going to eat. The more food they can eat, the more beer you're able to put down in the long run. So put down a little bit different. For a while there, they were having to eat just this stuff, and I felt terrible making them eat just one type of food. I hate that. I hate having them to kind of suffer like that. Beer is still going, very, very slow. I could put a minion down. I do have the power, so let's do that. Let's do the minions. They will help also with the torches. They won't help put them down, but they will help, pick up the ones that we do chop down. I think maybe... I wish I could do it right here in the center, but I guess that's going to have to do right there. And then we can put one over here. We'll take this, and we'll also chop these things down. Get rid of all that junk. And it's raining. Where's it raining? Where's it raining? On the other side? Wow, that rain's coming through pretty loud. I wonder where it's coming from. There it is right there. Okay, so we got some water up here. Yes, we are coming up here right away to get water. Because you just never have enough of it. It's completely and totally worth the price that I paid for it as far as power goes. Let's see, you guys still have not put up the traps. I guess I'm giving them too many things to do, and we only have 3 minutes left, so I think I'll hold off on putting down too many more of the lights, just in case. But I think I do need to put one in here. Otherwise, it's going to be too dark. I'm going to have to fix this. Maybe come out a little bit, make it a little bit more even. But for now, let's put that there, because we're going to move that down the road. And it's really dark over here, so we do have to put some lights before we forget about it. But everything else should be good. No, we need a little bit more over here. This area is going to really really benefit from these torches, or these little lights. Let's see, has it raised it up any? 65%, still the same. Huh. I wonder why. It should go up a little bit with as many torches as we put down. Now, granted, it's only 2 comfort. Sorry, guys. But even with just 2 comfort, that should still be pretty nice, right? I mean, should get something out of it. Let's put these things down right there. We'll even go a little bit higher and do that. That might be overkill, but I want to see what they all look like right there on the same area. And we'll take them down if we have to later on and kind of move them around and see, you know, how we like that design. Again, I'm really thinking about maybe chopping all of this down except for maybe just 1 block right here, leaving that there, and making this open a little bit more. I think that will add a unique look to it, and it will also add it to be a little bit more seamless. Like I'll maybe just close it off right here and then just add the ladder. Let them use the ladder. And the same thing here, just open that up a little bit more right there, because it's already pretty open over here. In fact, I could just literally go this far and then close it off, and that way this is all, you know, the same level, and just get rid of this little platform up here. I kind of wanted to keep this platform how it was, but I don't know. Now that I'm looking at it, I think we've gotten to the point where we can change it a little bit. We don't necessarily have to have it that way. Let's do another set of minions. They are down here. They are helping. There's still a few left, but there's so much for them to pick up. And I want my beer down before this fight gets here. That way they can run, they can haul some serious butt, and they can do some serious damage with that beer. Let's see, a few little beers over here. Oh yeah, you guys are going through my food left and right now. Oh, look at this. The whole table is completely gone. Let's do a little bit, not too much, not too much. I go overboard sometimes with it, and then that's all they have there is beer. Let's do a little bit of this and a little bit of this other food. Although they've been eating it for a while, I still want to have them have a choice. Like, they don't necessarily have to go with beer or this soup. They can go with, you know, this other stuff. Now, over here, they don't really have a choice. It's all just beer, really, or this stuff. So they need to eat some of that other food so I can put something better down for them. So it's a little bit more convenient for them. But until they get to that point, oh, look at this. How much did they go up? 72%. Wow. Okay, so that did make quite a big difference just with those lights alone. 73. So it's still going up. Okay, here comes the fight, guys. Here comes the fight. So let's get rid of these scaffoldings. Last thing we want is the enemy getting up there. I do need to replace these wooden ones with iron ones here in a minute. What are you guys doing? You guys are still doing the trap. I think you ran out of time on that one, to be honest, man. I don't think you're gonna have time to do it. Where are these guys coming from? Okay, they're coming from the right. It's the same place they came from last time. My guys are over here, and they are fighting. Oh, wow, look at that. These dogs are really, really good at destroying my traps. They come in here. They're very quick. They will get hit by the traps, but you also have to keep in mind that they're not exactly the strongest guys. And so you don't really technically want them to die from the traps. You'd probably prefer them to die some other way, but I don't know. I'll take it for now because I know these waves are so big, and my guys are sitting here actually attacking. So that's not really a huge concern right now. And I think I'm gonna get my guys right up here, kind of get the formation here so that they can actually start getting some experience with their weapons. And you do want them close enough that they can defend the area, at least right now, but far enough away that they can actually hit the enemies before they get annihilated by these Tesla towers. So there they go. Yeah, these things are just decimating them once they get up there. And here comes the gargoyles. Gargoyles are dying left and right. Yeah, they just cannot stand a chance. 5 of these things is a bit overkill until they start getting massive dudes. The big dudes are the ones that kind of eat up a lot of that Tesla power. And it makes it impossible for them to actually attack the ones that they were meaning to attack. You can see my little minions are going overboard trying to pick up all the stuff. So there isn't a gazillion stuff. Holy crap, look at this, guys. This is insane. I'm gonna kill him. Do it. Oh yeah, my guys are just decimating this stuff. Let's select one dwarf that seems to be doing pretty good. Let's look at his equipment. He is a warrior and he's at 31. So at the end of this fight, we're gonna see what Fobar is on his skill and see how far he went up. Although it does look like he's doing really well. Doing extremely well. And the cool thing about this is, because he's right here underneath the base, there's the added benefit that when he fights a beholder, that would normally just wipe his, kick his butt because they're not able to get trapped inside those cages because they're just too big, that he still gets help from the towers. And you can see that his skill actually just went up there by 1. So even when he's getting help, he's still getting his skill to go up. And he's taking a little bit of damage there, but not too much. Oh, he got a health potion. That's nice. Okay, I got my Tesla Tower down here attacking, so I could actually put 2 more, and I think that would be a good way to go. Maybe even more than that. I could put another 5 down here, just like I have on the top, and just make this the killing zone like you would not believe. Look at that, guys. That is pretty amazing. Now, let's release him and look at this skill. So he only went up 1. But if you consider just how often you get attacked and how long these levels can last, if your guys only went up 1 skill point every time you had a wave, you'd still like max that out pretty quickly. It's going to take a while in the sense that, it's going to feel like you've been doing that for a while. But to be honest, the fact that it takes so long to beat these levels, if you plan that out, if you, really go to it at the beginning of the game, you're not really going to have to worry about it too much. Now, I didn't do that. Can I not put it there? I think he's just drinking it because he's on the actual spot. There we go. Okay, so what are we going to do now? We need to put down the items that we got. Look at that, guys. 2 of them with green and 2 of them with blue. Can we change it? Okay, so green. Oh, look at that one. That one looks pretty cool. Let's change this one down here. Oh, I like that. Let's see. Can we go through any more of them? That one's pretty cool. And then that's the original one. So there's 5 all together. So we need to build 1 more of those, just so that we can have all 5 down here, because I just like having the whole collection. So let's see, we need more dye. Dang it. What do we need for dye? Let's do a few more of those, because we'll probably have to do a few more for the other painting as well. So let's do 1 more. There we go, you're building that one. What else do we have that we should be able to put down? Ooh, the cage birds. I definitely want to put those things down. Let's get rid of those. I guess we'll do something with those later. Where should we put the cage bird? Right here? No, that's not gonna look good. This whole area down here is pretty much already taken. What about up here? Yeah, we could put one right here. That's kind of nice. Maybe one over here. Yeah, I kind of like the way that looks. I think we're gonna leave it like that. What about the other pieces? What else do we got? Cuckoo clock, I've seen. Let's try the landscaping portraits. I want to see what those look like. So we got 3 of those. Let's put those down. Where are we going to put these, though? I think because we're going to make this area bigger, we're able to put a little bit more in there. And I'll probably put it up higher at some point. But let's put them over here for now. Let's see how those... Actually, that's not the one we want to put down. We want to put these things down. Let's put these... and we can actually put it right there where the actual elevator is going to be. We don't need to put one here because they can just stand here and put it up like that. I wonder why they don't want one right there. We'll put that there and take these 2 down. There we go. Okay, so some nice looking paintings there. Let's see, where are we going to put this other one? That's a tricky one because you can't put it in the center, can you? No, because there's already a ladder there. I could take the ladder out and they'd still be able to go up it, but let's put it right there. I'll just use a little bit of scaffolding to get up there. What are you guys doing? You guys aren't doing anything over there. And these guys, let's see, not that one, that one. Let's go through. Okay, so we got a house. Ooh, I like the beach. That beach one is pretty cool. Flowers. What is that? Is that like a purple landscape? That's kind of interesting. Wow, there's a lot to go through on this one. A castle, more of the grass. That's cool. Like that Art Deco kind of look, almost like a farm. Let's go back to it. And then we're back to where we started. So yeah, a whole lot to put down on this one. So we're going to have to make, what do you guys think, like 7 more of those at least? I mean, we're only going to be able to make 4 because we just keep running out of our dye. Dye's really expensive. I don't really like doing that one too much because that one's just, it takes a lot. Let's do 2 more of those. Okay, and before we go too far into that one, let's look at the stained glass. What do we need for this? We need 2 pieces of glass. Okay, so we're going to definitely make a lot of the stained glass because I like the way it looks. Again, dye is just kicking our butt, really. I mean, and clay, we don't have any clay, really? We need to go looking for some of that. Okay, so we got 3 pieces of that. That should be good. Oh, and these small chandeliers. I should have waited. This one's going to give us more 4. So instead of 2, we get 4 out of this one. That's not too bad. I like to look at the other one. In fact, we may go every other one. And so when we take those down, all that really does is cost us a little bit of time. You get the item back. You don't lose it. Let's do iron ore. That's going to be the thing, is we just probably don't have the iron ore to do this. And this is with me going down there and finding all the iron ore that I could possibly find so I could build some tracks, which I really didn't get a chance to do. So that's kind of unfortunate. 10 of those before we ran out of iron ore. Let's see, aquarium. I do want to build a few aquariums. I love water, I love fish, and this is going to be kind of cool to see. Let's see, planks. We do have enough of those. Glass we're using a lot more of, so at some point we're going to have to go back and do that one. Water, though, I think is, yeah, it's our Achilles heel. We just never have enough freaking water for like 90% of the stuff I want to do. Lanterns. What do these things do? A sturdy light to illuminate the area around the shelter and notice any approaching danger before it's too late. So I can put this outside without having to put a backdrop to it. So that's kind of nice. And we have just enough iron to do that with. We have 2 pieces of it. So we'll only be able to make 1, but at least we'll be able to make it. And again, we're out of oil as well. So we'll have to go back and make a few more of those if we have the ingredients to do that. Let's go over there real quick. What do we need for this one? Yeah, we could do a few of those. Not too bad. And this will give them something to do, something to build in the meantime. And what about mirrors? Can we not do the mirror yet? A decorative mirror. Oh, yeah, we got plenty of this stuff. So let's do the planks, double that one down, do the glass, double that, and do 2 more of the planks. And we're going to do 5 of these because these do add comfort. 5 apiece, so that's really, really nice. And if you guys look right now, I'm at 75%, which is not a bad place to be. They're basically going to sleep and heal up a whole lot faster than they are ever doing before, which, you know, can be a good thing or it could be a bad thing. I mean, it's not really a bad thing, but you don't necessarily have to have it if you have good enough beds, you know. And I think somewhere around like 40 to 50% on your comfort rating is a pretty good number to kind of stick with. You don't really have to progress too far if you get it to that point, but at the same time, you know, why not? You know, like it's going to help you out. As soon as you're done with the wave and all your guys are almost dead, they go and sleep for like 30 seconds and then they're back up, maybe even less than 30 seconds. And that cuts down on your downtime before you can start mining more materials and things of that sort. I don't know why this is here. We should chop that down. But guys, I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. I do want to thank you for watching. If you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely helps grow the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. I also want to point out that I think maybe the game might be bugged because this guy has not spawned in, what, like 7 episodes? That's a long... Wow, they've already completed that tech tree. That's crazy. That's the last tech bubble we had to actually complete. Everything else in here is completely and totally done. So that's pretty cool. We finally finished that technology tree, completed, completely done. I don't think I've ever done that because the mithril stage is usually pretty expensive. But yeah, I think this thing here is bugged. I don't know what's going on here. He's just not showing up. He hasn't shown up for a very, very long time. So we'll keep an eye out for it, but that's gonna suck. I really did want to do a few more things with him, like perfect that, so I understood like exactly what he wanted. But again, for those of you who are not familiar with it, he wants 10 equivalent to 10 gold coins in the beginning, and then towards the end he wants equivalent to 20 gold coins. And in case you're wondering what things are worth, all you have to do is go over to the marketplace, the shopkeeper over here, click on him, and see how much he charges for a specific item. Right here, you can enter the shop, and if he's charging, say, 12 gold coins for this piece right here, and you give him, you know, one of these pieces, that's equivalent to 12. You just have to give him another 8. This one right here is equivalent to 20, so all you have to do is give him one of these pieces, and you're done. Now, I do not know if it matters how many items you give him. Like, maybe he just gets upset, period, if you only give him one item, even if it is worth 20. But maybe he doesn't. So that's something I kind of wanted to experiment with, but unfortunately, he's just not spawning. There's some cheaper ones in here, like your old weapons and stuff. You can go ahead and give them some of those. Furniture and stuff that you made that you have extras of, you can give them some of that stuff as well. There is a few pieces in this shop that you may not have access to every level. So there may be something in here you actually have to buy if you want access to them. Like for food, apples. You're just not going to get apples anywhere in this level. Coconuts, I don't believe you get access to that either in this level. So yeah, there's a few things that if you really, really like that food or you want to give them a treat every so often just for fun, you can come in here and do that as well. But for the most part, everything that's in here you can make yourself. And I just would avoid the mithril. Like I wouldn't give that guy mithril ever, period. But give him something that's renewable. Give him wood stuff. Like come in here and make furniture, because some of the furniture is, it's worth quite a bit. Like over here, the workshop. I think you use maybe a little bit of iron in that one, to be honest. What is this one? Stockpile. That one's kind of expensive as well. 50 gold coins. Dang. What else do we have in here? Yeah, some of these woodworking tables wouldn't be too bad. Anything that's made purely out of wood is renewable, would be nice. I don't know what this one's traps are made out of, but that's not too bad. You give them a few of these traps and you're set. So I might actually have to do that in the future. But again, guys, until next time,